Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I don't know if this is something y'all have been noticed or thought about. I know some of you have, because I have had some comments on people telling me how they enjoy these walkabouts. Because if you notice, I much more enjoy walking around and talking. One of the main reasons is it's the same thing. I like road trips, and road trips is the same thing. Especially with my wife, I just loved it. It's hard to argue when you're on a road trip. And the thing is, you can't make eye contact continuous. If we're sitting on the table across from each other, sometimes it can get a little funny. Now, what I do enjoy, like I say, is the walkabouts and road trips, because we don't make constant eye contact. In other words, like I say, I'm looking because there's a hole. I'm walking around the hole. So in other words, I can break the eye contact, in which it will, if you keep continuous eye contact, what it does is it'll get, how do you say it? It may turn offensive. In other words, if we disagree, we can disagree by breaking eye contact, and it's no big deal, and we can work it out. If we're sitting across from each other and we have constant eye contact, it's constantly we're trying to move around to increase the strength of our talking points. But when you're breaking this eye contact, and especially, like I say, I'm looking at the ground, because the ground changes, the ground level. Now we're going up the hill. These are all things that my body and my mind are all readjusting to. And so this is why I like the walkabouts. And so this way, and even if you were here, I wouldn't be looking at you constantly. I would be looking down, and it'd be the same thing with you. You'd be looking around and all this stuff. So then the talk we have, we can both benefit out of it a whole lot more without taking offense. And it's a very important thing, because this is how you communicate. A lot of times people, they already in their minds, it's already set. This is what I believe. You're not going to change what I want to believe, and this is the way it is. And you know, it's hard to talk like that. It's just, that's not the way to carry on an intelligent conversation. And now me, hell, I know I'm wrong a lot. We've talked about making mistakes, so I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind making a mistake. Now how you point it out to me will make a difference. And if you've noticed some of the comments early on, I'd have people would give me trouble and being critical and ridicule me on different things, and I try to explain to them what the situation, because most people aren't in my situation, so they can't relate to what I'm talking about. So then I come across like, man, you're some kind of a nut. Okay, so that's why I finally figured out the best thing to do is just ignore them and go on. And once you understand what I'm trying to get across, and I'm not really, I don't really care what you do. I don't care the way you handle your weapon. I don't care your thought process. I don't care about none of this crap unless you are with me. And then now, when you're with me, I care. The reason is, you reflect on me. So in other words, if you're doing bad things, the people around, they look at me seeing I'm with you and you're doing these bad things. So you're reflecting on me. This is what I said when I do the travel companion. When I do the travel companion, I talk to them. I let them know there's certain things that there's certain ways they're going to act. I mean, I don't care what you do in your own life. I don't care. But when you're with me, there are certain things that I expect you to do. There's a certain way I expect you to act. And like I say, I will correct you. And as a travel companion, I know, well, first thing, I'm not a bodyguard. So I realize when you act like an ass, you're putting us in danger. So I don't put up with that shit. And if so you start acting like an ass, you're putting us in danger, in which you and I are, depending on what kind of danger, I don't know. But the thing is, I know I can control it because I'm going to slap the shit out of you right now. And like I say, that will keep the other people from wanting to barbecue us both. So, in other words, I say all this stuff that you see that I've made on my videos, this is what I expect from the people around me. And if that is too much to ask from these people, then they don't need to be around me. I'll leave. You know, I'll leave, they'll leave, it doesn't make any difference to me. And there's a reason why all this comes together. Piece by piece by piece by piece. It all comes together because we have to understand and know each other, know what to expect from the other person. And once we know that, then that will strengthen our bond. And and like I say, now I understand most people stay in their own little world, staying in their own little thing. They don't really get out their own sheltered area, their comfort zone. I understand that. But what I talk about is, like I say, when things are out of the ordinary. And when they're out of the ordinary, you're going to have to do things that are out of the ordinary for you. Buenos dias. Yeah. So I try to give out this information because it makes it easier for everybody to get along with each other. Because I've said before, we're going to need each other to get through this mess. Now, I know a lot of you people are thinking this mess is the shit hits the fan. Okay, that's the extreme part. When it's a national or world type shit hits the fan, that's one. But and it doesn't have to be. I hate to say that's the extreme because it's not the extreme. If you're with me and we're in a jungle somewhere, and we come across, a couple dozen bandits, that's extreme. So this is what I'm talking about. And it's the same thing when my wife had the stroke and our lives just went to hell. That was shit hit the fan. That was bad. And that was extreme. And so there's many different kinds of extreme and many different kinds of shit hits the fan. This is why I cover so many in my videos. But you need to stay focused on trying to better yourself. And I always say, I don't like to correct people. I would rather them look at me and because this is what I do. I look at people and I say, what is it about that person that I really like? And I try to pick that up and put that into my personality. And so that's so when I act this way, I'm hoping you're going to pick up something from it. Just like I'm going to pick up something from you. I pick up something from everybody. And well, the people that I want to be around them because there's something about them that I want to pick up, and I want to watch it. And if I don't know them, I want to know them so I can learn, because everybody's got something good to share, and I want part of it. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.